Cynthia grew up in a small town where opportunities were scarce. From a young age, she knew that education was her way out. Every night she would study under the dim light of a lamp, dreaming of a better life. Her hard work paid off when she received her university acceptance letter. For Cynthia, it was a dream come true. Her family celebrated, and she felt a wave of hope and excitement. She was ready to embrace the new chapter of her life and change her future. When Cynthia received her acceptance letter from the university, it felt like a dream realized. Her parents were overjoyed, and the entire community took pride in her achievement. As she packed her bags, Cynthia felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She knew that the journey ahead would be challenging, but she was determined to succeed. Her family's sacrifices and her own hard work had brought her to this moment. Now it was time to prove that she belonged there. Cynthia stepped onto the university campus for the first time, her heart pounding with excitement and nervousness. The sprawling grounds, the grand buildings, and the hustle and bustle of students all around were overwhelming. Everything was new and unfamiliar. As she walked through the campus, she felt a mix of awe and fear. Cynthia knew she was far from home, in a place where she had to make her own decisions. She promised herself to stay focused and work hard, but little did she know, the temptations of campus life awaited. Cynthia's first days at the university were a whirlwind. She met new friends from different backgrounds and started exploring the campus. There were so many new experiences, and the excitement of it all was intoxicating. However, she noticed that her focus on academics began to slip. Classes became less important as she found herself drawn into the social scene. Cynthia wanted to enjoy her new life, but she didn't realize how easily it could pull her away from her original goals. As weeks passed, Cynthia became increasingly drawn to the social life on campus. Parties were happening almost every night, and the freedom was unlike anything she had ever experienced. The allure of new friendships, glamorous outfits, and endless parties was overwhelming. Cynthia found herself wanting to fit in, to be part of that world. She began skipping classes, telling herself she would catch up later, but deep down she knew she was losing sight of her goals. With each passing day, Cynthia's life on campus changed. The once focused student was now often found at parties, her textbooks gathering dust in her dorm room. She was drawn to the thrill of social life, and the temptation to fit in became stronger. Cynthia began to change. Her priorities shifted, and her dreams seemed to fade into the background. She felt conflicted, but was unable to resist the allure of her new lifestyle. One evening, Cynthia met a group of students who seemed to have it all: charisma, confidence, and an air of excitement. They welcomed her with open arms, making her feel special and desired. Cynthia was flattered by their attention and quickly became part of their circle. They introduced her to a world of fun and adventure, but beneath the surface, their intentions were far from genuine. Cynthia didn't see the danger yet. Cynthia was no longer the girl who woke up early to read. Her books stayed closed while her phone stayed busy. Every day brought new excitement, new clothes, new friends, new places. She told herself she was enjoying life, but deep inside, something was missing. Lectures no longer mattered to her. When exams were mentioned, she laughed it off. "I will catch up later," she always said, but later never came. Her grades dropped and warning messages came from her lecturers. Cynthia ignored them. She wanted to be seen as bold and modern. She wanted to belong to the girls everyone admired on campus. Slowly, she lost the discipline that brought her to the university. At night, when she was alone, guilt visited her. She remembered her family's sacrifices. She remembered her old dreams. But morning always came with noise, laughter, and distraction. Cynthia was losing herself step by step, and she did not even notice. Parties became Cynthia's new home. Loud music, alcohol, flashing lights, and laughter filled her nights. She felt free, alive, and important. People noticed her now. That attention felt good. At every party, there was someone offering her a drink, telling her she was beautiful, making promises that sounded sweet. Cynthia enjoyed the feeling. She believed she was finally living the real university life. But the joy never lasted. After every party, she felt empty. Still, she kept going back. The parties helped her forget her worries, even if only for a few hours. She stopped calling home often. When her mother asked about school, she lied and said everything was fine. Cynthia did not want anyone to know she was slipping. The campus that once gave her hope was now pulling her deeper into darkness. If you enjoy this story, please subscribe. One night, Cynthia met a man who seemed different. He was confident, generous, and smooth with words. He bought her drinks and listened to her stories. He made her feel special. He told her he would take care of her. He said she deserved a better life. Cynthia believed him. She thought she had found love. She ignored the warning signs. She ignored her friends who tried to advise her. She trusted him completely. What Cynthia did not know was that he only wanted one thing. Once he got it, his behavior changed. Calls stopped. Messages became cold. Cynthia was left alone, confused and heartbroken. The man she trusted disappeared, and she was left to face the consequences alone. Weeks later, Cynthia noticed changes in her body. Fear slowly crept into her heart. When she confirmed it, her world collapsed. She was pregnant. Her hands shook. Her mind went blank. She cried until there were no tears left. How would she explain this? What about school? What about her family? She tried calling the man, but he ignored her. She begged him for help. He blocked her number. Cynthia felt trapped. Shame covered her like a heavy blanket. She was afraid of being judged, afraid of disappointing everyone. Instead of asking for help, she kept the secret. That silence would soon cost her everything. Cynthia withdrew from everyone. She stopped attending classes completely. She stayed alone in her room, thinking and crying. Her friends noticed the change, but she pushed them away. She felt nobody would understand her. Fear controlled her thoughts. She searched for answers in the wrong places. People whispered advice without care. Some told her abortion was easy. Some said it was the only solution. Cynthia was desperate. She just wanted the problem to disappear. In her fear, she chose the wrong path. Cynthia followed someone who promised a quick solution. She was told it would be safe. She was told nothing would go wrong. But it was a lie. The place was dirty. The hands were careless. Pain filled her body, and fear filled her soul. Something went wrong. Cynthia's body became weak. She bled. She cried. She begged for help. By the time she was rushed to the hospital, it was too late. Doctors tried their best, but the damage was severe. Cynthia fought for her life, but her strength was gone. Cynthia died quietly. No graduation, no future, no second chance. A girl who fought so hard to enter the university never lived to finish it. The news broke her family. Her mother collapsed. Her father could not speak. They asked one painful question again and again. Where did we go wrong? The campus went silent. Students whispered. Some cried. Some learned. Cynthia's story became a warning. Her life showed that freedom without focus is dangerous, that not every smile means love, that silence can kill. Cynthia's name lived on in stories and tears. Her life became a lesson no one forgot. This is a message to young girls: dreams are precious. Focus is protection. One wrong choice can end everything. Cynthia's story must be told, so others can live.